So, what is the point of life? Here's what I think the point of life is. I think the point of life is to take as much action as you possibly can that brings you happiness day in, day out, and in the long run. And while doing that, learning along the way. The reason why I say it that way is because if you do things that only matter to your happiness right now, then okay, so for example, going out drinking, just having unprotected relationships, for example, that's happiness right now, but then you might regret that in 10 years. Okay. But then if you also look at what you want to do in 10 years and sort of mesh those together, then that will give you a lot of fulfillment over 10, 15, 3 decades even, right? Hey, how you doing, Amanda? Heart to you. That will give you a lot of love and attention and fulfillment and peace, content meant over 10 years, not just 2, 3 days, not just 2, 3 weeks, but over 10 years. That is really great. And then I'm glad that you're doing fantastic. Welcome in, my friend. Tell me where you're watching from, and I'll respond to you. And then, addition to that, in my definition, is that we are put here to learn. We're put here to learn because as babies, we learn rapidly. But for most people, once they graduate college, most people, once they pass 25, their learning slows down so much and they don't get to experience more life. They don't get to go deeper in what they can achieve, not achieve in terms of like money or fame or whatever, but they can achieve with the people around them. Maybe they can change their community. Maybe they can change their family, their kids, right? The neighbor. Maybe they can change the person that works at the cafe. And it's learning and continuously learning. And I think if you continue to learn and you continue to take action, and that's actually a key piece of it too, but I'll come back to that. If you continue to learn, then you'll become smarter and better and be able to live more life as time goes on. The last point of that is action. And most people, they want to put happiness and confidence and feeling good before action. And it just does not work that way. If you do nothing, I'm not sure if you've ever been on summer vacation, for example. Think about when you were a kid on summer vacation. Okay, you maybe do nothing for 2 weeks, 3 weeks maximum. And then what happens in July? You want to do something. You want to go to summer camp. You want to learn to swim. You want to go outside and play with your friends. You want to do something, even playing a video game, anything but staying at home and being bored because boredom is not happiness. Yes, temporary boredom is fine, but doing nothing and having no goals for the entirety of your life is absolutely detrimental to your mental health. I know this personally because I'm retired. Before 30, I don't have to work anymore. And I will tell you, doing that for 2 months was absolutely miserable. I did nothing for 2 months. All I did was I got up, I went to food, and then I came home and I was just on my phone. I was miserable out of my mind. And so what I'm saying to you is that doing nothing is not happiness. You actually have to figure out a plan and then do it. And out of that plan and you doing something, then you gain happiness. Getting something off your checklist. Tick, I've done it. And it was hard and I still stuck to it. That will bring you so much happiness. That's where happiness comes from. And you have to grow towards that goal. There's a struggle in doing that goal. And that's what brings happiness to you. It's action. And if you're doing that for the long term, while enjoying the journey and continuously growing, I promise you, in every area of your life, do that, and you will find happiness, peacefulness, and contentment.